And grief is many colors. It's not just kind of a well of sadness. There's deep love in there. There's like rage. There's like being in an abyss and being lost. There's silence. There's searching. It's such a huge thing, grief, and it comes in many, many forms. So it's never just one color. And I think Chloé is such a weaver of emotion and an incredible, she's an incredible editor.
And we knew earlier on the love story between them, these two people coming together, and how differently they deal with grief. And then how then through his creativity, they're brought back together was an important thread to follow before we even wrote the script.
I also think this film, if you were to look at the first 45 minutes of this film, nobody's crying at that. There's an immense sense of, I remember watching that for the first time and I felt myself smiling the whole way through and laughing and with them. And I think it's just, I think we're living in a time where it's very easy to compartmentalize films and actors as these things, but that's actually, I can't answer that question for you. That's up to an audience to hopefully decide to be more kind of intentional with the film that they're seeing, rather than just trying to put it in a little box and go, oh, this is a film that makes you cry, this is an actor that makes you cry, this is an actor that makes you laugh. I don't kind of buy into that.
I did my first ever job after I left college at the Globe Theatre in London. I did The Tempest, and I remember, what's so special about that place is you have access to the sky, to heaven, and to earth, and to the underworld. And then in the middle of it, you have humans. And the Globe is such a unique space because you can actually see humanity. You can see the faces in front of you. It's not a dark space. The kind of fourth wall doesn't really exist because the audience are as part of the story as the story itself. And so it was interesting to this time be in the audience in relationship to the story that was happening on stage. And
the book is, it's a lifetime. It's so many, a spectrum of human experiences of these people. And we knew that we had to distill it. Like the way Maggie described it is that there is an hourglass. So the book is like, it's a lot of stuff, and then we got to make choices of what we want to focus on. And we distill it so that the making of the film can expand it again.
It's surreal for sure, but the feeling that jumps out to my mind is this feeling of epic. It felt like, it just felt huge. That space felt, it's a replica, but it felt, that set felt sacred. It felt very special to be saying those words in that place and kind of placing ourselves in that theatre and that company of actors.
We're going into a world that isn't the one that we know, that isn't the reality, like my first 3 films. And so I love it because I think we need metaphors. We need allegorical storytelling. I see this as a fairy tale, a dark fairy tale.
Okay, we have time for one more shot. Thank you. Can I please keep... Everybody on your left. All the way to the left. Everybody on the left. Everybody on the left. Everybody on the left. Everybody on the left. And right next to her, all the way on the end.
I'd like to,